Today I'm giving you some really easy tips on how to make your presentations pop and make them really memorable. So open up your presentation in Canva, and when you go up to the top, first we're going to do present full screen, present. So your menu of options is down here at the bottom. You have the magnifying glass to zoom in and out of your presentation. You have this, which is a draw on the page, and you could change the color. Let's say we're on the marker, I want to draw in purple, and I want to say like this is really important. There we go. If you say, oh, I don't want that, click on the eraser and click on the item. The magic keyboard or magic shortcuts, I think of it as a magic keyboard. This is awesome. This is the most popular feature of Canva's super fun ways to present. All of these things are going to invoke an action just by hitting one letter on the keyboard. So B for blur, it blurs the background. Q for quiet. Shh. Super cute, especially if you're a teacher or you're presenting to a group of rowdy adults. Bubbles are O. I don't know when you would use that, but it's awfully cute. C, confetti, which I love. I love to use the confetti. Sometimes it comes from the sides. There you go. So it comes from all different directions. Great for if you're asking a group of people questions, or if you're like, hey, guess what? We've got this new feature. Ah, confetti. Drum roll. Great before you give an announcement. Drum roll. U for curtain call. It will close the curtain. You could do that at the end of your presentation, or maybe you want to start like this. When everybody's ready, throw in a Q. Shh, and throw in a U. And you are good to go. Maybe at the end when you close your curtain, you can give one of these. Mic drop. And then there's these random ones that they added recently. Pie. Sure, maybe you're presenting on March 14th, Pi Day. Or maybe you just want to draw some attention to your screen and have some leaves fall. Unless you're in present mode, you're not going to see these, so you have to be in present mode. Canva Live is this button, which is very cool. Start a new session. Your audience can take a cell phone and scan the QR code, or let's say you are a teacher, they can go to a website, canva.live, and enter the code given. And then once it's live, your students or audience can participate. So I'm going to scan the QR code right now and show you how this works. Maybe I have a question, or I said a question like, what's your favorite color? And I say purple. My answer shows up right there live. If I want to end the session, end the session. Then there's open presenter view. Some people prefer this because maybe you have some notes on the side that you want to read. They will still only see this middle part. You will see the side stuff, and your menu has just moved to up here. Now there's also a timer. This is great for if you have a timed session happening. You can play music during it. They've got some options here, and you just hit play, pause. Whenever you want to pause it, you can reset it if you're going to do the same amount of time again. This is how someone can connect their remote control to it, and the 3 dots gives you some other options. If you've never added a transition in your presentation, that also helps your presentation pop. Instead of just going from slide to slide to slide, you can add a transition. So if you just hover in between 2 slides, you'll get a plus for add a page, or you'll get this thing, which is add a transition. When you click on it, you get a bunch of options over here. The really popular one these days is match and move, and if you just hover, it shows you what it does. I like flow also personally. Match and move is almost like a very fluid dissolve. Flow kind of moves everything. You see that? So I'm going to go with flow. You can choose how long that duration takes. You can choose which direction it comes from. Again, hover just to see the options there. And you can even apply between all pages, which I recommend. If you want to add music to your presentation, go to the left panel, go to Elements, and go to Audio. And then you can just choose a piece of music. It tells you how long the song is. So you could have two options. You can put music under a specific slide, or you can have music play throughout the whole presentation. If you want music to play through the whole presentation, let's say jazz piano. So I have the choice. I can either click and drag this right onto a slide that I want it to play. Notice how it shows up purple. What this is going to do is it will play while I'm watching that slide. If I want something to play throughout the presentation, click and drag it below the slide down into this audio track. And notice how it now fills up. So now that we've added our audio track, when we go to present, we have a music track, which is lovely. And thank you. I hope these tips make your next presentation really memorable and that you feel comfortable trying out some of these extra little design flares. And more than anything, I hope this tip helps you stay creative. For more Canva tips like this, like and subscribe to Sarah Guest Designs.